Brenda used to walk these streets with pride. Her husband Chris, a patriot by her side. But the weight of the world came crashing down when the government tried to take the ground. They stole Chris away, said he was a threat, left Brenda alone with words of regret. CPS came knocking, took her children too, but Brenda stood tall like the sky so blue. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through. Every day she fights for what's been lost, pays the price, bears the cost. Whispers of hope through a podcast wave, telling her story, she'll be brave. In the heartland, they know her name, her struggle, her passion, her undying flame. She dreams of a day she'll hold them tight, Chris and the kids in the morning light. Bring back Brenda, let her light shine bright. She's been trampled on, but she's ready to fight. Don't tread on her, she's got a heart so true. Through the darkest nights, she'll pull through.
Are we live or visit
Yeah,
memory?
we're
Hey, thank you
here.
for the smooth beginning. Ah, ha, ha. Well, hello. It's been a minute.
Hasn't
Um, yeah. Well, you never know when things can happen when the big brother tries to take you down. But
There we go.
here we
Hey,
are,
Henry.
and we've made it. And Henry's here too, so I'm excited to just get
Hi guys,
everything going. How's it going, Henry?
How's everybody
running
doing?
running late, but not bad.
Yeah, it was just a surprise today. So what's going on in y'all's world? Same old. Brenda, what you got?
Well, I've been getting some emails back and forth with Department of Corrections, and also I've been dealing with this Social Security thing that I'm trying to get benefits myself, and it ended up not turning out the way I wanted it to today. So I'm going to be appealing this Social Security thing, but I thought I was going to use one person and it didn't work out. So
And then that one
just been
place.
a little bit preoccupied because I've been worried about Chris. I can communicate with him, but he's not able to communicate back to me. So I'm going to have to take the word of just some stranger to say, "Oh yeah, your husband's okay." It's kind of and he's in protective custody right now, so he's supposed to be able to have a tablet there. But the problem is, again, for the second time at this facility, his tablet is gone.
That's twice now.
So
Got his
yeah,
second. Doesn't did he
there's
get
some
it taken at
nasty
the other
stuff
place?
going on in these prisons with
Mhm.
the threats and everything else, the gangs, the cartel. I'm telling
Mhm.
you, there's been some big busts going on across the country.
In Georgia.
And yeah, what about that? And what about they're catching all these pedophiles. I mean, look at what's created. so many things that the FBI is catching on the internet of people looking at child porn or whatever, and under 12 years old. I mean, it's just so disgusting that it's the colors all across the map. It showed a map of how many places that this is going on, and it just, to me, it's the result of what's been going on in the dependency courts, and how these judges just pretty much take control. They aren't abiding by their code of ethics, for one thing. I know that in my particular case. What do you got to say about it, Danielle?
I filed a complaint today with the DOJ, since they are open back up and taking reports for the sheriff's department and everything that was done to my, and then the disability office down in Atlanta. I put a complaint in with them, the ADA, about my brother, because it's just, they think they can just trample all over you and act like nothing's wrong. I mean, he's just in a matter of not even 3 minutes, it's traumatizing. He still asks about it. He says, I mean, now he's worried he's going to lose his stuff. I mean, it's just crazy what they think they can keep doing to people. And especially when you tell them that there is someone in the home that has a disability, and you'd think they would be mindful of that, and they're not. They're not.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm hoping, since Henry's here, because of people like me that are just pretty much scatterbrained because of what happened to us. Henry, could you say, if you think you have an ADA complaint, what would be the first thing that you recommend people would do out there?
First is, you're right on your social security. I don't know what aspect you're trying to go for, but it seems it's the racket, and people have to hire attorneys. Those attorneys, I think, are collecting 25% of your check for life. That doesn't make
Really?
sense to me. And
Are
again,
they
these are
really?
just things I've heard, but absolutely, if you hire an attorney, that's their fee. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that's true or
Um,
not. But what
Hey,
was
fax,
hilarious in Connecticut,
to my
geez,
knowledge,
sorry guys, sorry guys.
hey, fax over lies. Welcome in.
Hello,
but as far as my knowledge
good
is
Mary. Can
that
I let you go
they
because I'm in
take
the
the
middle of a show
initial
right now?
fee for
Thank you.
helping you.
That's what I thought, because I know it's
Yeah.
a good chunk of change.
If that's
What I
happening, that's new news, because
No, again, when you call around and find out. But what made me mad was in Connecticut, underneath the Bar Association, they have a disability rights section. So you want to Google this next in your state, Danielle?
okay.
Okay. So you want to hit up the Bar Association and you want to figure out who's sitting on your disability rights. Now, in my opinion, the guy picked up the phone, the head guy, and I forgot his name, but I got it all recorded.
Mhm.
You know me.
Yeah.
So, anyways, long story short is, and again, did you get your recorder, Danielle?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so it's up and going.
Yes.
A $19 recorder, 35 gigs from
right.
Amazon, delivered to your freaking house. How can you go
Well,
wrong?
Right. Amazon Prime
I just
is.
use my spare phone.
I
In fact, I have two spare phones I could use for
I
that.
ran
Just
out of
press
storage
record.
space. I ran
Press
out
Yeah,
of storage.
record.
so it's about the convenience of tininess, and again, the 35 gigs is where it's at. But Brenda, I would definitely be calling and figuring it out. I would definitely appeal your situation. I don't know what to say about your husband because I don't know what the iPad is, but if it's used for effective communication,
Yeah,
or
with
It's
the family,
tablet.
and that's the thing. That's
if
they're
it's
cutting off
used
all
for,
communication with the family, which is his only mental support that he needs. Like, I mean, they will
I'm not
print off.
sure how that fits into the ADA because I'm telling you
Mhm.
up front. But if it was used for his effective language, now if it was emotional support or something like that, and a doctor was signed off on it as a way of him communicating effectively with your children, then so be it.
Well, I mean, the
It could be
prison,
used.
they
But
that's
if
No,
how
it's
they
what
just if it's
communicate.
just like these idiots that walk around that have a support therapy dog,
Yeah.
I don't know of any emotional support dog that fits inside the ADA because one, it doesn't have a functional job. So a seeing eye dog has a functional job.
Mhm.
A dog that can sense like a baby going into seizures has a functioning that is 100% protected by the ADA. An emotion is a feeling, guys, and if feelings have no place inside the ADA.
Emotions are
Our feeling, is
yes.
it a 6 month
No, it's a lifetime.
problem?
You have feelings for life.
No. And again, your feelings are up and down, left and right. They can go up and side. But when you don't have vision, you don't have vision. You just can't temporarily get it back.
Totally.
You see what I'm trying to play on the cards?
Yeah,
And again,
feelings
I'm
you have
sorry
for
for
a long
using this harsh analogy, but that's the truth. These people that are running around with these emotional bullshit, it's bullshit. It doesn't even fit into the ADA because the job of the dog is what? Feelings? Feelings can be interpreted.
to say.
So how it's like a baby walks into a room. Everybody lights up when they see a baby. And a dog walks into the room, unless you're an absolute asshole. You know what I mean? Everyone lights up. A kitty cat walks into the room. Everyone lights up. To say it's other than the object, what job is it doing? What has it been trained? How does it help your feelings? Oh, it allows them to pet it and stroke it. So again, there's some issues I have with people and what they say. You know, oh, this is a ADA protected dog. I have the right to carry him on a plane. For what? It's your emotional support. Your emotions do not play into this ADA game.
Well, I
You
know,
know,
like in the prisons with the tablets, that is how they communicate with
if
the out.
it was for effective purpose.
Yes, well, the thing is that everybody is assigned one, okay, by the prison, and even if you are in protective custody, you haven't gotten in any trouble, but you're just in a lockdown status, they are supposed to, and the facility told me themselves that they are allowed to have their tablet. Well, his tablet was stolen when he went to medical for the second time. So that's the reason now they will print
You
out
ready?
my
Again,
messages.
Henry's crazy mind says there's tracking devices on all these devices. You're gonna tell me they can't tell where in that prison his device is?
Because Henry, they take it apart and they
Yeah.
light their drugs with it. It's
Yes.
probably nowhere to be
Or
found
they
anymore.
charge their phones
Okay,
and stuff
what are
with
you
stuff like
saying? You take the iPad off and you freaking in a little microphone, try to smoke it like that? I don't get it. I don't get it. I
they
don't
use
get
it to
why somebody
charge
would
up
take
their
your car.
devices to do all kinds of stuff.
I
Make
could get
tattoo
somebody can make
guns,
a shank out of
Yeah,
it.
they
I
make
can get
tattoo
somebody
guns
can
out
make
of it.
it.
tattoo guns.
You
It
That's
does.
know,
The thing is, it doesn't matter if it was stolen from his property, which it was. It was stolen from his property. Then they need to replace that. It's
right.
it's theirs. It's assigned to him. It's something they
So it
provide
was
to
put
every
into
inmate.
his property room or evidence room or whatever you want to call this holding room when he went to, because again, I would assume if
You
they're
would think
collapsing your
they were
cell and
supposed
you're
to
going
keep it
into
safe.
protective custody, they're going to take all your stuff and lock it up in a locker. So
They're
you're telling
supposed
me it got stolen out of the locker?
I'm saying it got stolen before it got to the locker.
because they're not supposed to get other people to get the
If
belongings
somebody
together.
is going into the guard is supposed to gather his stuff, or they're supposed to lock it up. Well, his actually his lock for his drawer was also missing. He literally had to have everything,
It
and he
happens.
didn't get his commissary. When everybody, like, I
All
ordered
right.
him a coconut
So
packet, and it just, the list goes on and on, that it's just constant, and it's only happening to him, and it's not happening to anybody else.
So what
So
I'm asking you to do is,
mhm.
well, you don't know if it's happening anywhere else because you're not friends with the other 2,000 prisoners. So again, you have to assume that you have to play that book by. Again, it's been so many days. Why hasn't it been replaced? What's the policy and procedure on replacement of damaged or lost goods? So that's what I would be looking at. But
Yeah.
now to Danielle. Danielle, what happened with disability rights of?
They are looking. They're going to be defending my brother. They're going to be representing him in this case.
In
Like,
what, the eviction?
yes, because in the wrongful eviction part, that what happened the other day.
Okay,
Because
wrongful And what about an assault on him and charges of assault?
Now that is something that we're probably pursuing because
Well,
I don't know.
probably and what they've talked to you about would be two different things. Because
Well,
again, you have disability discrimination. He's an heir
definitely.
to the estate, just like you are,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah. Right. Right.
So they have fraud upon that.
And then they're wrongful the discrimination, and then the retaliatory, like things that they were doing, the unlawful eviction.
Okay.
They had no right when we were protected under the stay of the writ
Okay.
that was approved and everything the day before, and they totally, I mean, and what else, they violated his rights because they would not accommodate or even what is it, even recognize his disability at all. Like they totally
Okay.
just treated him like there's, like I was told that there's different ways they don't treat, they're not supposed to be treating a disabled person like they do, and but they shouldn't be treating nobody like crap.
No, there should be a modification of policy based on needs
Yes, and there is on our record, there is ADA accommodations like we have requested. I have put these requests in for my brother.
to the
And
police department,
yeah,
correct?
the sheriff's department. I took it up there personally myself and put it on the record for this
And
address
and
for this.
and so now, where are you falling with having somebody assigned to you as a caseworker?
Like with the disability with the ADA.
Yeah.
That's what's supposed to happen tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be
Okay.
able to. Yeah, because it's moving along. It's just you got to
Well,
stay
if
on it.
not, you can call up and you can say, "Can you give me the major or all settlement agreements that you've ever entered into the state? I would like to start looking at the settlement agreements to understand more of the affirmative obligations of the
I know that
department I'm dealing with."
the United States DOJ, they don't the civil rights.
DOJ, you have to foil it, and I think that's bullshit. You have
Well,
to do a freedom of information.
yes,
I want to know all of Georgia's settlement agreements from schools all the way down to an office that
yeah,
wasn't a pizza place, we'll say.
right.
Doesn't matter what it was. I want to know what they are.
In
Okay.
all the settlements, and I can do a
And that you have to do a FOIA request. Okay.
so, yeah, because
'Cause
they told me.
you're gonna take the two and you're gonna match them up. Now there's one more place you're gonna have to go. It's called Office of Civil Rights.
Yep, that's the next. Yep,
That's the next one.
yep. And I've been in touch with them as well because that's
Because you want the Office of Civil Rights to team up with disability rights.
yep. And them
And
too.
again, for them, you need to know all the ADA discrimination that they found out in the state with settlement agreements, cause and change. And again, you want to get into it. And if anyone gets ugly with you, that's when you start asking for your policies and procedures, your self evaluations, your transitioning plans. You want to start looking through the material.
Yeah, because they said
And
like
the reason why you want that is because, again, if they have a settlement agreement, you want to make sure they're complying with it.
yeah, right.
And if it's
Especially
an
if they've already
open
went
settlement agreement, then it gives you a path.
and
right?
stuff I can lean, yeah, and fall back on and lean on.
Right.
Hey, y'all were under this and y'all should have already fixed this. What's going on? Like, why is it?
Well, it's not even so much that it's prove your obligation. Now it's absolute discrimination because it's
Totally.
discrimination because you've already said in this case here you were going to change. How many times do we have to give you the opportunity to change?
Right.
Congress has funded this for 35
Right. And
years.
There's two. It's right.
Do two people really expect this to be a life funding for administrative duties like they've done on the racketeering of Title 4D, 4E, 4B?
4B. Yeah. That's what they. But they don't think about stuff like, they don't. They just, But the Civil Rights Division and the disability.
But
right?
you're building the case because I ain't saying not to trust these people. But my God, if your Disability Rights Center did not know that there's one person not receiving their CMS benefits, which that's your brother,
Yes, that's right.
And by association would be you.
Yep.
Right? Why?
Right.
Because you're the caregiver.
Right.
You're in charge of everything and the whole
Right.
9 yards.
Right.
You should at least have health. You should at least have food stamps. Right?
And
I
we
ain't
got
going to get into the cash because the cash is totally separate. But
yeah,
yet they
cash
give
is not-
cash help to other people.
he just got food stamps. Like we got him.
I'm just
last month.
saying they
Yeah.
give cash help to other people. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yes, TANF. Yes.
Right. So you have to look at the program as a whole.
And if he was
What
on,
happens
like, his-
here, the ADA says I can carry over to here.
And
You
you know-
make it happen behind scenes, not my problem.
right. And like with this in Georgia, I don't know if it's anywhere else, but like with the insurance, right? They with my brother, I don't, what was it, Brenda, the qualifying event or something, you have to work or volunteer so many hours. My brother,
Yeah, it had to be like 20 hours a week unless you were can prove that you're disabled.
yeah, and they keep denying my brother, and I'm like,
How so are they gonna address that shit?
that is what I'm attacking. I'm
Because
going
again,
I
my
spoke with them
feeling
today.
is they owe him a check back to the day. If you look at it as child support enforcement does not happen until the first day you ask for it.
Right.
So again, when I run around telling everybody, listen, if you don't open your mouth, you don't have a case.
Right.
If
That's
you
right.
open your mouth and you put forth everything as saying, listen, I'm showing you have an affirmative obligation, but yet you don't want to do it. So I believe you turn back the clock to that date that you first asked and you were wrongfully denied.
Yeah, that's been
Now the next problem. Well, then he can't have over $1,300 in his checking account. Don't worry, ma'am. We won't have it after the 30 days. We will end up buying our own place. We'll buy our own car. We'll buy our own, whatever it's going to take to ensure part of community.
Yep.
They're going to say, oh, you can't do that. Why can't I? You
Why
do it.
not?
Is that not a life skill for you? To have a car, to have a home, to have an ability to transfer in your community.
I mean, I mean, that would be mobile to get in places and be productive. You know,
There could be dial ride. You really want to go down that road? Let's go ahead and play this game because I'll get 50 people lined up tomorrow that says your dial ride system has failed them and left them at places for multiple hours.
Oh yeah,
yes,
I can testify to that because my son works at the clinic and he said these people be waiting all day for these rides to come pick them up.
It's ridiculous. It's
then
so stupid. It's not even funny from I see. And people, if you don't understand what we're talking about, walk into any medical facility and you always see somebody in a wheelchair or a walker sitting in the foyer waiting for their van for hours on end. And these are people with extreme medical problems that we should not be doing it to.
And they have lives.
What it should be is almost again coming back to that co-decision making factor that, hey, listen, I called you for a ride. Not only do I need you to get me there, but I also need you to get me into the building, make sure that I'm effectively told what's going on with my needs and carry it over to my caregiver at the house.
Right. So that's that, because like my brother, if he was to go somewhere by himself like that, he would forget by the time.
No idea. And it's
lost.
we're not just picking on your brother. I'm seeing this too with people with IQs that are extremely high, like Brenda. Brenda, I'm going to pick on you now, but you opened it up with, I'm sorry, I'm feeling lagged because again, the whole system has jacked me so hard, and that's part of your post-traumatic stress. And again, there's somebody else I know that I wish she would jump on this judge who denied her the other day and sat there and said, no, we'll go back and we're just going to turn the lights up for you. And I'm like, what? What about your effective communication? Who is he to decide whether or not you needed real-time CART because you're having a memory lapse program? So in this 30 days, you could have been evaluated by a doctor. He could have wrote the note to please the courts. Please the courts is all you got to do in life, right? Again, fuck them too. And again,
Oh,
somebody said it to me
boy.
the best. If I'm using this out in the community, why can't I use this as my effective communication inside the courtroom? I don't
Right.
get it.
It's crazy. She said a lot of people have been.
Again, I get they don't have to buy your reading glasses because you should already have the reading glasses. But if they won't let you jack your cell phone into the system to get the transcription on your freaking phone, then let them bring in the cart. Let them bring in the real time. I don't care. I understand it's close to a $3,000 a day cost, whether they use it for 5 minutes or the whole 8 hours.
But as Fact Over Lies is saying, each one of the 500,000 received 2 payments a month. So there's people that are receiving 2 payments a month when there's people that are struggling to get a one. A lot of people have been killed in Uber rides, and killers were rental cars too. Grand Theft Auto playing out in real life. Well,
Like-
yeah, there has been that going on. I noticed. It's kind of funny how this Grand Theft Auto, which got my husband in the trouble that he's in now, it keeps coming out that this is really happening in reality. That people are getting run over. I mean, what did that happen in New Orleans? It's constantly something like that. And then that they will. There's this guy that's pulling people out of cars on the freaking highway and taking their car. It is just like the game.
Listen
I
to
don't get
this.
how that applies to what we're talking about.
I
Okay.
don't know.
Look,
I
I just
know.
opened up
It
my email
blows my mind.
from probate for my son,
Yep.
and it says, Miss Watt, to file the attached, and it's my filings. They said we need the original documents as well as the $75 payable to the Cherokee. Excuse me, I was just up there and I filed this, and you're gonna tell me that it's gonna have like what? Wait a minute, what? The originals? You should have them. Like what? But this is the email I get. This is what they're doing to me in this county. They have my.
Repeat that again on the original aspect, because
They
again,
said
this
they
is
said
my argument when you walk into the courts. Not
the
only
court
do they
will
get a
need the
stamp,
original
they-
document.
not only do they get a stamp, but you should be stamping a copy for yourself that's originally
Right.
signed by yourself.
Right.
And again, you take that one home and you send it out to everyone. But yet the courts are even playing with this game with me now. And I heard a good one the other day. Guys, you ever hear of taking red ink and taking your fingerprint and putting it down next to where you sign? You sign your name and you take your thumbprint and you place it there.
Is that what they're doing to you?
They call it a blink, the blood signature. Where back in the old days,
Right.
you
Yeah.
couldn't sign, you poked your finger, used
Yep,
your own
and you
goddamn
do your-
blood to prove that you're a living human person, and there is your fingerprint.
And
to
they did
prove
that
it.
to you.
So no, I think he's saying he prefers to do that. So
Somebody
that
told
is
me about this. Sign my documents with a red ink pad. So instead of cutting myself, right? Because they're going to
Right.
accuse me of, trying to get somebody with some blood
Right.
garbage.
You
You know
don't
what I
want
mean?
that.
But back in the original, and I says, why red ink? Why? He goes, it's your blood signature. It's the same signature when
Hey,
you were
Debbie.
a baby and they put the ink on your feet to stamp you for your social security and prove that you were alive.
That's
Your
true.
birth certificate. It was your feet that were printed back in the
Yep.
old days.
Yeah.
I said, wow. So
Wow. So that, I mean, that is that's to let them know that, I mean, because they want to keep playing games like this, knowing that, I mean, how more original can the documents get if I was there in person and that was the original?
well,
Like I created them documents. I'm the one that signed them, fresh signature, my signature with the notary in front of them, and you're gonna tell me those ain't original?
well, why doesn't a certified copy work too? Because I'm not sure where
Right.
the court has the capability of stamping it and saying this is a certified copy,
It was stamped right there.
and yet
I
they
don't
don't go
ever-
through that process. So I'm confused by what they're saying.
And they've even put an underline under original in capital letters and underline it. What do you, how original? What you mean? I'm gonna have to go up there and be like, what do you mean by original? Define original.
Well,
because
again, to us, original, truthful original would be an absolute stamp of the court on it, a blue stamp,
a file stamp,
and it would
yes,
have to be your signature on the
for
document.
signature. Yes, fresh
And if
signature.
you had any notary,
Handwritten.
you'd have to have it notarized too. So that's another signature. So
But
again, that doesn't prove anything. And to me, that copy needs to go to the court because that would be the original copy of the
that's
file.
and
And
when you take the documents that you
right.
have to the
So
court, if you're going in
I think
person
they're
and you
kind
did
of
it,
screwing with you. My personal
they
opinion
Yeah.
are.
is,
Well, it's
And
like
then they
it.
say
then
to go ahead.
then what you got to do now is go back and say to the court clerk, ready? And again, because you could do it, and this is where they don't get this is their game. You walk in there with a fee waiver and you say you wanted a certified copy
I want to
of the
serve.
file. You want it to be certified as an accurate copy of the file.
I
And
want the
that
whole
means now
movie.
they got to stamp all these stupid pages. And as a matter of fact, give me a whole certification letter to go with it. And I want it signed by a notary on how
Yep.
many words are in this stupid fucking system. Because again, some of these new briefs I've had to do, you had to certify the word count. You know what I mean? And again, it just doesn't make sense to me.
And
They-
even if you can't afford it too, you can file, what do they call it, in form of paupers or
Pauper's
whatever it is.
affidavit.
Right. It's part of
It's
their
like,
game, Brenda, to put undue
But this is what they're
technical
trying to do to
barriers
get
yeah,
in
me.
front of
like
you.
keep asking her to come back
Well,
there when
because
Right.
she knows.
So
the judge
another way to
hadn't.
look at it is tomorrow she goes back with a piece of paper. Underneath the American Disabilities Act, you are using technical procedures to put technical barriers in front of me. If you, the system, can't communicate with other systems in regards to this matter and reaffirm that this document is the truth and the whole truth, but nothing but the truth, then that ain't my problem.
Well, you know it's and you know it's probably pissing this lady off is the fact that I did file it, and then one of the exhibits is even an email from her stating that the court proceeding was without me. It still went on without me, and hello.
Right.
But then, once again, I got to go up there in person when
Right.
clearly I can. But she can email me this bullshit, you know. So you're gonna tell me that, you know what? I'm gonna ask for an emergency hearing in front of the judge today,
Hey,
tomorrow.
what, Debbie Anderson is
Ex
here.
parte emergency
Debbie, we're doing
hearing
good. Wet
immediately.
Plant is here too. I just wanted to say, thanks for joining, guys.
Go ahead, Brenda. What?
I
What?
was saying, if you can hear me?
Yeah, I can. Now I
Oh,
can.
oh, well, I just want to say, Debbie Anderson is here and, we're doing good. And also, Wet Plants is, also joined. And, I was thinking, I was talking to Debbie the other day and it just, one violation after the other, against, Chris,
Oh
who,
yeah, Chris.
yeah, hey,
Mhm.
with the disabilities, and they're keeping her son from her and saying some of the reasons are, oh, you can't drive. So again, that's her
But
disability of her.
she
She
got
can't
him.
drive, but she can get places.
She was doing fine before. Before they
Mhm.
took. I mean, and the visits are going great, and she makes it to these appointments. She makes it to these visits on her own. They don't help her.
And
Her
these
and her
people
mom.
be
And
she's been
why
taping
hasn't
everything.
she used the ride systems for everyone else? So basically, the state funds transportation, it funds all these other services for the public.
Hey, what?
So why isn't she now raising this question of discrimination against her if the state doesn't have a system to get her to where she
Just,
needs to be
As
to please
just
somebody?
as I
something to
understand it, she pays herself for
her and her mom.
she's found a really nice guy that was sympathetic to the situation and has decided to help them because the only thing that they have offered her was a voucher,
Not
I
much,
think for gas or something,
and it
which
wasn't even much at all because
yeah, and the guy couldn't accept it anyway.
they're
Um,
far away from there, ain't they? It
I
was like they
don't
were.
know, but I've been through plenty of advocacy trainings where they give people tokens if they need tokens. I believe they offered me $25 for my fuel and my time, and I just didn't want to accept it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not there I'm not there for 25 bucks for 3 hours of my time plus travel. Are you fucking kidding me? You can't live like that. But yet
And not only that, is
some
she
people
has, what do you
attend
call
these
it?
meetings. Some people do attend these meetings because that's the only way they can live. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah, but the only appointment she wants is to go see her kid. But
I
the thing is
know,
that
but
she's,
she has to think outside of the box, that there's opportunities given in other programs, service, and activities. Why isn't there an opportunity here? I object. There is a freaking discrimination. I'd be calling my state my state of wherever I'm in, disability rights section, then go to CHRO, then go to DOJ, because without saying anything, saying it to us ain't gonna matter one diddly shit. You know what I mean?
So they need to
We
start.
know that there's an affirmative obligation, especially when they're trying part of a reunification program, that they have to ensure that you're able to get there. Are you kidding me? Start making some noise. I think this is the third or fourth week I've heard about this case, you know, of this woman. And again, I've never met her. Maybe I did. I don't know.
It's
I apologize.
Debbie's
But
in the
again,
chat. Her daughter.
Debbie and
right.
Chris Brayton.
And she
Well, the
was.
thing is
But
that also,
if she's
how do
not
they do
listening,
when
if she's not
Rihanna's
listening to start filing complaints and start
uh,
making it as a part of the record, Your Honor, I object. This is what's going on. Discrimination over here. How can I reunify if they're telling me I have no viable method? And again, my opinion, Your Honor, sending me to an institutional setting is not an appropriate setting.
That's what they were trying to do with her, because they said she needs 24-hour care that she does.
Well,
And
the
she does
other thing
fine.
is,
She
for
has her
years
own place.
she's been getting Social Security, okay, and then she has what do you call a payee, and then apparently this payee has been taking all this monies, and she's left with like $50 and still having to pay some
So
bills.
why isn't she filing another complaint with their disability section and let them investigate? And then
I know
again,
they
if
were
there's
wanting
a
to put her in a
payee, she
facility.
should bring this up to the court systems. That again, what is going on here? I don't know the full story, but it almost sounds like there's a guardian or a co-conservator or an involuntary conservatorship involved. And again, it's not making sense to me, where we can sit here and complain all we want, but guys, if you're not doing the basic complaints,
so they need to find out who's over her.
Basic language. You don't have to worry about case law or making anything correct. You just got to get the facts of discrimination down there and say, this is a discrimination. I want your 28 CFR 35.107 designated responsible employee. I do not want a contact. I do not want an affiliate. I don't want an affirmative action group. I want the big kahuna that's in charge, because they're the only ones that can remedy the system. Again, we learned that in Rikers Island, that they have to have monetary control, because if they do find discrimination in one of their agencies against people with disabilities, they are need to eliminate it. And the only way you can eliminate it is with financial control.
And they have to know just the disability law and rights. And
we're not going to go that far, but it's the start of writing a basic complaint.
But
yeah, because like what do they say, the paper trail or whatever you want to call it, because you have to go through the steps. You have to go through these steps.
It bullshit, because again, anyone with an IQ of less than 70 is going to have a real hard time creating a paper trail into technical barriers.
Yep.
Technical barriers. In the old days, you'd go down to the place and you would sit with somebody face to face. Now today, a technical barrier could be the stupid phone prompts that you have to go through for an hour and a half. And it doesn't
exactly. Oh man, ain't that the truth?
And on that one, I understand if you don't prompt anything, it automatically routes you as to rerouting the system and getting you to help.
I went my box. I have my printer in it. Whoops.
Did you hear that one, Danielle?
No, because my box.
If you're on the phone and you can't figure out the system, and again, I heard it was built in a way where if you do the wrong prompts, it will automatically trigger you to go to somebody. Or if you don't respond, sometimes it will automatically trigger you. Hold on, we'll get you an agent. We don't understand what you're saying.
Yep.
So try that route too.
Yeah. Yep. Believe
That's
me,
why when I go to something like that, I just automatically ask for a live agent, because I don't even want to deal with the push button or the
Garbage,
yes, no.
right? Right.
Because I mean,
Well,
like,
where else can we cover on you, Danielle, tonight? Because I'm really interested in to see
well, it's
with the DOJ, you were just able to file the complaint, correct?
well, I talked to somebody today. I talked to
Ooh.
them today about it because that's
Yeah,
where.
and usually they say they can't apply the matters, even though they're
Oh
they
no,
they
they're speaking good. I mean, I like what they're
Oh, did you
speaking.
talk to the Civil Rights
really
Division or what?
Yeah,
What?
see what I get is
civil
when I
rights.
get into the system, it says we will help apply the ADA to your situation. And when I start with the designated, employee part,
Mhm.
that you have an affirmative obligation, can you please seek and find who is my designated responsible employee for my state? They start with this malarkey shit, and usually they hang up. And I get it, you know what I mean? I'm really jacking them to the point. I'm not calling you for sympathy. I'm calling you for fact.
Right, and
And
to
when
be
you look for fact,
accountability for these
I
people.
find they don't want to give it to you.
No, and that's where, and that's why it's. I told him, I said, I'm not stopping. If y'all don't want to help out, then I'm going. I'm going to keep going because
So
this
now
is
this applies to Brenda with Chris too, right,
that
Brenda?
right. Because how many
You're
other
Yeah.
people
going,
are they
you're going,
doing?
you're asking for fact. I've called 18,000 fucking times. I want the designated responsible employee. You don't comprehend? Let me give you in Riker's settlement agreement from 2004, dumbass. Give me your email. Now I know you are effectively trained, and now I know you cannot use ignorance of the law anymore.
I found out that
Oh yeah,
these
I have their email. Don't you worry.
Well,
the sheriff and
Brenda,
stuff, they're supposed to have training
but
to
we
hand.
started the night off with Chris ain't getting what he needs. And I'm trying to tell you,
He's
you
not.
need to shove more papers up their ass and build your case of discrimination for Chris. He is
He
not
is
capable in the
definitely.
position he's in to do it.
Mhm.
And what happened with that one thing that you filed, Brenda? The last complaint, whatever you
It should
Oh,
be
that.
every week.
did anything go with that?
Well, yeah, I did. I got the response back from the warden, and they're saying, they wouldn't tolerate what was going on because there was various issues that we discussed, and the thing is that now that he's in protective custody,
Which
I
fucks you.
think.
Which
Yeah,
fucks you.
the thing is he still doesn't have his basic um representative like Henry's saying. And to get through on to
Not
his medical,
representative,
I haven't.
Brenda. Repeat the words. I
Yes,
am
no.
seeking
The disability
designated responsible
responsible
employee.
employee.
28 CFR 35.107.
7.
Those are the only goddamn things I want you to ever remember out of the ADA.
Okay, I'm just gonna be replaying this video
No,
and
ma'am,
then
you're going to
with
sing the song every day. I am seeking 28 CFR 35.107. Did you hear me? It's
we're gonna do a
107.
short of this.
We're gonna be like Schoolhouse
107.
Rock singing.
Rock and roll with me one more. Come on, sing it with me, Brenda. Let's all have a sing along. I am seeking the designated
Responsible
employee.
employee.
28 CFR
All
35.10.
107.
Thank you, Danielle. She doesn't even scream out the last part. The 7 is the key.
I'm telling you,
Yep.
we'll put this on. Make it into a short, and I'll put it on repeat in front of me.
Don't embarrass me. My singing sucks, and I don't sing for you, so feel honored, girls.
Don't worry, we're gonna make a song just for you with those very words.
Yeah.
Beer for me to get.
It'll be the beginning of my show.
This would be a good a short, and then make it like the Schoolhouse Rock. That'd be cool.
Right, exactly. And that's how we got to kind of keep this friendly, because you'll remember it that way, Brenda. I can't hammer this in hard enough to anyone that you don't want a contact person, because you're beyond. You want to know that the person who's in charge of remedying the system, which Congress only did one person. He didn't say a judge has the authority to fix the system. Who'd they say, Danielle?
Do what?
Who
This-
did Congress say has the authority to fix, remedy the system of discrimination in any Title II application?
Ain't it the designated responsible employee?
Ding, 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 ding. You forgot. What
I was
else? Come on,
is
give
this
me
the
statute
setup
numbers.
question?
Give me statute numbers.
Oh God, 28
Praise the Lord.
CFR 35.107.
You got it. She's got the golden sticker tonight, Brenda.
Look,
I'm
See,
sorry.
I don't remember this.
she's got her notes down in front of her. Don't let her fool you.
Well, hey, well then where's your note taking it? That's called effective communication.
Look,
Because I looked at my the last video and it was like I was always looking down and it looked like I was asleep, so I didn't want to look down on my papers.
Guys, again, on that subject, a judge, because I had this argument today with somebody. How's a judge have the right to order, sort of like what Trump did to the judge? Will you tell me how I'm going to fund food stamps, sir?
hey Debbie.
Did you guys hear that one? Sort of like how Trump just told the judge that said, you tell me now how I'm to fund the food stamps.
Right.
It's an overstep of their authority. That's why he did it. Nobody got that.
Oh,
A judge
interesting.
cannot tell the judge in administration how to run. They can only say, listen, you owe XYZ amount of damage. You need to figure out on your own. But
Yeah,
he
what
wants to
plan-
grab them by the balls. And again, when you're in a
Right.
courtroom, the judge does not have that authority to tell the administration how to finance, fund, and correct the system. If that's the case, that's not a judge.
Right.
Separation of powers.
Right. But they,
And Congress only in charged, if you want to get into it, the whole fact, Congress only in charged one person, the designated responsible employee, 28 CFR 35.107, to auto-correct the system once discrimination is identified after a completion of an investigation of
Yep.
discrimination.
Yep.
So if they're denying us that right for investigation, then who's going to correct fucking shit?
Right. Right. And you know, they on these like DOJ complaints, like the form that you fill out for the civil rights, with the personal characteristics that they say affected, like that influence why the person was treated that way, they don't even have discrimination as an option on there.
Mm-mm.
So I wrote it in myself.
Right.
Well, Danielle, was it like a form that you filled out online or was it something you wrote on paper?
No, it was something I filled out a form online, and then they give you this number. And then
Brenda, you're making me upset. You're making me upset that you did not even go to the ADA website and look at complaints, filing a complaint.
Yeah, they'll give you
You're making me upset. Yes, she's right. You can use their forms, but again, it comes back to Henry said, what? It can be written in crayon.
Yep.
It can be written in crayon.
Yep.
Put their form number on it in crayon, and right away, Brenda.
That's what I was going to use as like a follow-up.
Henry, that was just, see, I was acting. I was just having Danielle explain so our audience knows what they're dealing with.
I can't see your eyeballs as you're lying to me, huh? That's why you went black on us, huh? You put up Trump in front of me.
No, I had to change. I seriously had to change. I was getting too hot. I had a long sleeve on.
Oh, so now we got naked porn going on, huh? Great, send us all to jail.
Oh Lord!
You got your headset on. I mean, your headband on, Brenda. So.
Yeah,
well, I do.
That's why.
That's
only you're on the goddamn hot seat because I don't want to hear the crying anymore. I want to hear action. Action. You need to file complaints to prove discrimination.
Right.
Yes, we can say no administration duty equals discrimination for us all.
Right.
But now you got to break it down to say, well, wait a minute. I even showed they had an affirmative obligation and they turned the cheek the other way. So it's sort of like, again, if a rapist is raping,
and then they want to redact the body
she says
cam.
Stop, and the dude doesn't stop. That's rape now.
Right.
So basically what I'm saying to you is you said to them, listen, here's your obligations. And it's been 3 months and nobody's goddamn answered me. I want to know Who's a higher level? I want to go up to the warden of not only the prison systems, but I also want to know who the legislators are that are involved in it. Is there any oversight committees? I want to get to those oversight committees.
I looked up who all the commissioners was right over there in that Jefferson County as well. And I got all their names and numbers. I got a lot of phones ringing, but nobody picking up. That was weird.
Or nobody
But
returning calls.
But like I say, I went to the Department of Corrections, which put me back down to the warden. But like I said, I'm preparing.
The warden is a joke. The warden.
Oh, I know that. I know
the
that.
warden actually, if you really want to squeeze the warden's nuts, he's the one that controls all monetary control of his prison.
That's true. Yes, they do. The warden
And
does.
if he doesn't assign somebody, then that means you're it, sir. You will deal with me. And if you don't know how to make a discrimination complaint, I will show you. And then now it's your responsibility that you have not, you got to get off your desk and go investigate now, sir. Right. And if you don't, it's discrimination from the personal level because, again, you are choosing not to fulfill your obligations as a warden. Am I not right or am I not wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
If you use the designated, and again, sir, you had the affirmative obligation to post to everyone in this prison system and make sure that everybody knew you were there for ADA complaints. But again, sir, in Rikers Island, it means your other jobs and duties go to wayside. This is priority by Congress's intent and Congress's funding since 1990. Am I right, Danielle or Brenda?
You are absolutely right, Henry.
I want you, because you don't seem freaking happy and a big smile on your face as you're riding away, as if this is something new I've pounded into your head.
I know it's nothing new, Henry.
I am trying to, how can I say this? Give you the Army's evidence so you, when you're rejected on the phone, which we all know we're going to be rejected, and this is what we need is the rejection to prove discrimination. Okay? And then we're going to go after them for racketeering of federal funding. That's all you can do.
Right.
You are not going to prove that somebody guard went and purposely tripped Chris or stole his iPad to fuck with him. You're not going to prove it. But now it's been identified, why hasn't the steps been taken to replace?
Right. We got like 15 minutes. Not even that.
I don't even have that because I'm expecting somebody to give me a call soon. I had a pre-appointment at
I know that.
So, but anyways,
so
when are we gonna hear about bonds?
Tomorrow we can do it. I can do it tomorrow's show or the next day. Because I've got
your life.
I've got my printer and
it's your talent, and people are asking for you to teach for the last couple of weeks.
Well, let's get her done. I'll have everything. We'll do it tomorrow.
Educational purposes, Danielle.
We'll do it tomorrow.
It's about what you filed. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And with those, let me tell you, they will give you the runaround, but you got to stay on them. And you know what? Go to anybody you got to. And they will look. They'll buckle. Trust me, because they don't want your big mouth going to the news. You know what I mean? For one thing.
Well, one is I highly doubt the news will take any actions because Chris is in solitary confinement. So those words are sort of like when somebody is told.
Yeah. I'm talking about
when somebody's told, "Oh, my family's involved with DCF," they immediately think you're a bad person.
Right. Oh yeah. But like with now the way now if we're going that route, like with the like them, then that would be there's two ways you can go about doing it, like with the bond and those, but you got to get their bonds and those. You got to get them and because they'll think you're playing games and shit. You know what I mean? I'll explain tomorrow. I've been taking notes. I've been calling these people out. I'm not playing with them. And anybody that is in a position that's a public official is supposed to be under that loyalty oath. They have
Yeah.
to sign
Yeah.
an oath to adhere to the U.S. Constitution and your state's Constitution.
All right, so Brenda, there's no reason in the world tonight that you cannot file your DOJ complaint about Christ. They are open 24/7, 7 days a week. They're accepting their complaints now. There's no reason in the world. You have a PC, and it sucks to say it that way, but you do. You got a PC. You need to get on this shit. Again,
you know, I did learn that time.
It's not
that's the thing,
bullshit. My husband was transferred. He had effective communication tools, effective site tools. We don't want to hear everything. He was transferred. He
they're
had
real sticklers
mouse
about time
identification, and here's the exhibits 1, 2, 3. That again, they refused to. Now, because of his disability, they locked him into solitary confinement with no justification of cause. But again, they took away his cognitive communication.
Yeah.
And again, the warden, even after giving him this, he refuses. It should be a 1-page fucking story.
Right? It is.
Again, you're going to lose them after a couple of pages. And again, do not worry about the law. You've been denied about an access path for an investigation of discrimination, period. Guys, I love you. I got to go meet up with somebody. But anyways, I want to hear good news, Brenda. We've been waiting since August. Danielle started this later than you, and look how far Danielle's gone in a week or two.
But my
too many arms in the fire.
Look, I had to get a fire in my ass because otherwise I wasn't going to get nowhere.
You're different. She's got one objective. You know what I mean? Again, get Chris's rights inside the prison. And again, this has been going on since August. We've given them 3-4 months. How much time do they need? You've given them 35 years to become compliant. Why does the wife of somebody that's got a disability have to show the prison system
how to do
how his rights are? Right. What are they doing to other people with disabilities in this?
Right.
System?
That's what Chris said. He said there's people worse off than him being treated worse.
So cool. Brenda, I want to hear a good story tomorrow. I want to hear that you got your ADA complaint in.
Okay.
We'll get her done.
All right.
Okay.
And then,
so Danielle, not you get them done. You got your own shit and problems right now. Brenda needs to write this on her own. And I know she's got the simple skills to do it.
Oh, yeah, she does. She
goes to ada.gov, look on discrimination complaint, fill it all out, file it. Done. Okay. And then what you do is take that copy now and give it to the pissed off warden because you're done. You're done playing.
Right. I'm not playing with them no more.
I'm not playing with you people. You are harming my husband. And when he comes out of that system, I'm going to be dealing with 10 times worse problems to fix what you've done for harm. Your system's supposed to be about rehabilitation, but obviously it does not include people
and
with
reentry, getting them ready for the outside reentry.
Yeah.
Right. So play your war games. Brenda, you know it, dude. You just
I know it more than anybody, and I think
that scatterbrain where you want to tell them a story about from the Xbox. Fuck all that shit. Focus on what you need to do. I don't care about 10 years ago. I don't care about 3 months ago. I care about what's going on now in this last week. And every week you should be capturing that discrimination as another complaint to them. This week, they refused to answer this letter. This week, they refused to do this for my husband. This week, they refused. See what I'm doing? Yes, it's a lot of time. Yes.
Yep.
You're going to put in time into your complaints. Yes.
Time.
And that's the burden. That's the technical barrier because I don't believe we have to do that.
That's the first thing they'll throw up. Well, why didn't you do it before?
On you to tell government what their duties and administrative duties are. It's not your problem. But now once you told them and they still chose to do nothing, now you got a real situation, Brenda, and it's provable by your own paperwork.
Yep.
because you ain't gonna get no investigation to say some CO stole his iPad or another
Right.
You ain't gonna get that in a million years.
Nope.
You know,
Nope.
they'll never. We don't know.
All right.
We get to play ignorant. Bye, guys.
All right. And that's the thing. I think the reason that I had some type of block in me is because before, like for years, that was me and Chris's part of me and Chris's thing with our national advisory is we would contact the Department of Justice. We would do these things. It would
Right.
be constantly like Henry says, maybe not every day, every week, and make sure we're keeping up on them. Hey, we called you on this day.
Yeah.
Why isn't this happening? And
Well, that's
going-
the wording you want to be asking and reporting to the DOJ of the facts, the findings.
yeah.
And again, maybe because you have your headband upside down that the R is not the right way.
It's a
Oh, it's a
P.
B. I'm sorry. The way you had your head back, it looked like an R. I was gonna say maybe that's because you had your upside down R, and R stands for run, which I'm doing now.
I gotta keep my head
Later,
down.
guys. Thank you for inviting me, guys. Thank you. I really.
Right. Thank
And
you.
again, I hope it was just again. I'm not looking to sound like a
5:30.
dick, but this is the only way I can get in a fun way to pound it into people's heads. What is it we're looking for? The designated responsible employee, 28 CFR 35.107. And if you're saying me, you run the system and you hold monetary control of your budget, you're it. If you did not assign anyone, automatic. All your other jobs get thrown to the side once you accepted $1 federal dollar of funding. Done.
That's right.
Done.
Yep.
Peace out, Cracker Jacks.
All right.
Henry is done.
See, I got to go meet somebody. All right. But
All right. Bye.
I ain't going to be late. Bye.
Bye.
I almost thought he was late.
All right. So, if you need help with that, Brenda, I can help you. But we gotta.
Well, like Henry said, sometimes you just need to, to get a little encouragement or whatever. And with
definitely.
my experience in the past, when it just got to the point where I
You
was
just hit
going
road.
to a Department of Justice, I was going to the FBI, I was going to these different places in regards to the children being taken because I
And-
knew it was unlawful seizure of my children.
And it
And,
just seems like you weren't getting nowhere. Like
yeah,
hitting just roadblock. It closed
and
doors.
that's the thing is they just prey on that thought that they are going to break you. They are
Right.
thinking that, oh, they're not going to have the ability to do that because we've messed with them so much and that we've just making them so they can't function. That is their goal, and
That's
we
what
don't
their
want
goal-
them to win.
Their goal is to try to break us, but that's where we got to stand. I mean, trust me, there are times that are like I've wanted to just be done over the last couple of weeks, and I'm when I go mute, something's up. Either I'm just tired and done fell out, or I'm in it. And trust me, I've had those wars with myself over the last couple of weeks, and I said, you know what, I got to do this. You know what, I'm not going to sit here and what if they did it to the next person? No. Somebody's got to step up and call them out because otherwise they're going to keep getting away with it. No.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if it's got to be me, well, I guess here I am. Hey, because I've already lit the fire.
Is my thing on backwards? Because it could be.
Yeah, it is. The
Okay.
B, it's supposed to be a
The
B,
B
right?
should be the other way.
Yeah, you're supposed to be upside down right now. Like, I was wondering. I was like, he said R, and I'm like, I think is it a
Good
B?
Lord.
Look, it's Monday. But yeah, so we'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with I'll go ahead and get the bonds and everything ready for tomorrow, and I'll talk about that at 5:30. And then if anybody wants to join me, y'all can.
What time are you going to do it now?
5:30 tomorrow.
Okay,
Or I can
well,
do it
I'm going
whatever
to be
time.
working, but I'll watch it later.
What time do you get off? We can do a show.
Well, that'd be about 8:30 your time.
8:30.
But
So that'd be 8:30 my time.
yeah, 8:30 your time.
Maybe we
7:30
can do
for
a
me.
later night show, maybe I'll just do my show, just talk about 28 CFR 35.107. Yeah.
Thank you, Danielle.
Yeah, because I was gonna learn it, like remember it one day. I promise you. And because I
I'm
was
serious,
like,
guys. I'm gonna go back through this tape. I'm gonna listen to Henry say it and sing it over and over again. I'm gonna write it down, have it right in a book right in front of me, and just live it and love it every day.
well, I mean, I'll tell you, the
Right.
ADA, it's hard. It's hard to learn all that stuff. It's hard.
Mhm.
Some of it, I look at it and I'm like, look, all my comprehension is not working today. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel, and it helps to hear it from someone else too. Someone else to explain it. It does, and I mean that's why I talk to my phone all the time, like all the time. Can you please explain this to me, please? Like, can you please
Right,
try?
because it's always better to hear somebody else, and maybe even if it was your phone or a live person, to get
Yeah.
that fire under your butt
I mean,
and
sometimes,
say, we know you can do it, so quit fucking around,
yeah,
Brenda.
I have to tell myself the same thing.
Mhm.
I'm always grounded. It's okay. Yep. But
And happens to the best.
somebody's got to hold us accountable, because otherwise, I probably wouldn't get shit done. But that person up at the courthouse is really them. Tickled my feathers, ruffled my. They didn't ruffle them. They just thought they were gonna play with them. But that's the same. That's the judge's court clerk and the original documents. You want the original? How more original can you get when I'm in person and I then handed you the damn documents and signed them with right there in front of you? How more original can you get? Wet stamp everything right there at the courthouse. I think that's so. You know what? I'm gonna print out some coloring pages and take it up there. It'll be fine. I'm gonna get those certified and it's stamped, and we're gonna have some color in it because screw this shit. They're not gonna. You know what they're doing? They're trying to hold it off to where that judge signs off on that order to where I miss it all together and getting guardianship of my son. That's what they're
Mhm.
fucking doing because this judge hadn't ruled that he hadn't signed the order because he knows mama's there. Mama's right here. He knows where I'm not. They've been blocking me. He ain't. But you know what? I got to be there to call their ass out. And they keep
Right.
blocking me. And that's what they did again. Well, I made sure I was there in person to file that shit. And then now she's gonna play dumb. Come on, lady. I don't think you. So tomorrow I will be up there. Hopefully I'll be able to record it. And y'all will probably be in my back pocket, but y'all will hear me because I'm telling you, I'm going to the judge's chambers tomorrow. Screw this shit. I'm tired of these fucking people playing with my kid. My boy don't deserve this shit. Nobody's kid, nobody's adult child, nobody's disabled child, nobody's family member, period, deserves this. So you know what? It's time to light Cherokee up, man. Screw this shit. I'm so fed up with their bullshit, man. This is a county that is absolutely ridiculous. Just sit there and tell me original, and then you need that $75. You know what I say? That's what I say
Okay.
because it's all about that money. Sorry, y'all, but I'm in it, and that goes out to that lady, the one that emailed me the bullshit. I mean,
Well,
because
and that's really mild in comparison to these people that are confronting the police officers on the streets and screaming, profanities and everything else. And you hear they even throwing things at them
man,
and
my
stuff like
mama
this.
went to jail and back in 1993 because she cussed in front of a 14-year-old. They are no 91. They arrested my mother. And because I guess her and the neighbor had got the neighbor up the road had got into it or something, and because his daughter was right there, they arrested my mother for I forgot what it was, but I couldn't believe it. So I mean, but now you can just do it as freely as possible. What did you do? You didn't change it, did you?
I tried to, but to
You
me
have to
it's right.
flip
I
it.
think it's because the camera's flipped. Is that right? No?
Let me see. Let me try to pitch upside down. I don't know, Brenda. I mean,
But backwards to you, right?
it looks. I'd have to do you like that to get it right. See how you? I got you upside down. Can you
Can I,
tell?
can I, oh,
So when you take it off, you flip it. Like, how did you do? Hold on, let me flip the other way. Now let me see. Now take it and flip it. Let me see.
okay, so what?
Let me. Okay, now when you put it on, take it over your head and put it on that way. Like that. Yes.
Oh,
Now put your hair through it. You did
okay.
it. Yay. Look, we don't have to do
Oh
like this
my
anymore.
God.
Woo.
Wow. It's a
Look, I cannot believe I
bee.
have flowers on today. What the hell? Like, who does this? Oh,
Can you imagine? I had my bee backwards. No wonder I was acting the fool.
well, we got to jump off here because it's time for the.
Okay.
Oops. Happy
Oh,
Monday, everybody, and we're back in style, and here we are. We
okay.
just
Well, I
pulled up.
thought they done had their show already, but it starts now?
No, it's 7:30 or 8. No, they have theirs because we've been on for over an
Did
hour.
you see the commercial he sent me? I thought it was earlier. Every
No,
day?
no,
Oh, 7:30 to
7:45.
what? Okay.
7:45.
Okay.
Because usually my show is from 5:30 to 7:30 or 7:20. But usually they, and I've never went past 7:30, but it's okay. Because I know he said 7:45, but yes, but yeah, they're on
Well, we did a wonderful job, and I thank you
everybody.
for getting my show going, unlike a lot
Look,
of people have been able to
I
do the
know.
last times I've tried.
Hey, I'm down for 2, baby. 2. I've done 2 shows on time. Yours and
2
Henry's.
and
What's up?
2.
Now let me make sure. Now let me get mine going tomorrow, and I'll be good. If I can get.
Okay. And you guys, you heard Henry. If you need to get going, get going. And if you're not hearing from me, that's because I'm getting my stuff going or
Yep.
I'm working.
Getting our fire in our butts and getting
I'm gonna have
shit done.
3 days to work on this, but I could get it done tonight. I could get this done tonight.
December
Uh,
3rd coming for me, and that's gonna be the day where we get to just light the court up. I'm ready, and it's actually Superior Court's actually decent. They're fair, and but the other ones over here in this county, no, probate and magistrate, no. The biggest problem has been the court clerks. That's been the biggest problem, Brenda. I'm gonna tell
and
you right
that's
now, they have blocked the
really,
shit
if I
out of us.
look back at my cases,
A
it's
lot. If
usually
you
is the
file,
problem.
well, I did learn if you file a pauper's affidavit and you are indigent, all like a lot, and you don't
Mhm.
pay cash, they will block the shit out of you. They will
Mm.
freaking judge you. And it's sad, but as soon as you take money up in there, shit, you'd be surprised what. And that's sad to know that they can do that to people. But you know what? They don't have a right to do that. That's against your. They cannot deprive you access to the court. So start standing up for yourselves. Let me tell you, I got a piece of paper that I made that clerk refusal. If they cannot cite, if they refusing you an attorney to tell you that you cannot file electronically, they can't file it, or you have to get an attorney. No, you hand them, tell them to cite that for you and sign that document. Tell them to put it on paper, and I promise you,
Hey
they
guys,
won't do it.
give us a thumbs up once in a while.
Who?
Give us I got
Oh
it on
yeah.
the big screen, Danielle, and I'm in Danielle Watt, but
Okay.
it
Yeah.
gave you a thumbs up
Okay.
there.
It's cool. I'll go like everybody. Yeah, y'all like, subscribe, follow the channel. Go follow all of us. Brenda's. Go check out Brenda's. Go follow Brenda. All my subscribers, go follow Brenda. She needs to get up so we can go live on YouTube. And we also got the Justice Duo going. We're
Yeah,
gonna be
you
going
guys
live
should
probably
go
once
to
a week
my
on that. Huh?
Brenda Canberra on the YouTube channel. That way I can go live on there.
Okay.
Come
Yeah. So
on.
go hit her up on YouTube and then subscribe to her so we can get her going so we can get her live. Okay.
Just my
So,
name. That
yep.
easy. Come on.
So
Okay.
alrighty. Well, we're
Well,
gonna.
thank you very much. All
Well,
right.
until next
It's
time,
been
y'all.
real.
You got any last words, Brenda?
Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. And thanks for being there, Danielle. Bye-bye.
We'll be back. And all right. And everybody, y'all be good, be safe. And until next time, I'll see y'all tomorrow. And thanks for bringing back Brenda. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Brenda's husband locked away in chains. 15 years of struggle and pain. Kids taken